Hi everyone, my name is Ashley Moreno-Gomez, and today I'll be giving an overview of nutrition and health in Italy. Starting off with the eating style and food culture, Italy was formed by bringing together existing city-states, which led to different regions in Italy having their distinct food culture and traditions. Italian food is primarily Mediterranean cuisine, which includes pasta, fish, fruits, and vegetables. Olive oil is also most commonly used during cooking and is the most common vegetable fat. Typical meal structure in Italy consists of breakfast, lunch, and supper. However, there is less of an emphasis put on breakfast and it is often skipped entirely. Traditional meals in Italy typically consist of 4 or 5 courses: the appetizers, pasta or risotto, the main dish, and then dessert. And meals with family and friends are considered to be a social experience that is meant to foster a sense of community and create deeper connections. Italians also deeply value quality over quantity, meaning they put a greater emphasis on using fresh ingredients and creating homemade dishes. Some health issues and illnesses of Italy. Currently, it is one of the healthiest countries in the world with a high life expectancy, but the most prevalent health issue is ischemic heart disease. There are over 12.2 million individuals in Italy who suffer from non communicable chronic diseases, and ischemic heart disease remains the most prevalent health issue for both men and women. It is also known that risk factors such as smoking and drinking alcohol can increase the risk of cardiovascular disease. Some possible connections between diet and illness. The Mediterranean diet is known to offer protections against heart disease due to its focus on incorporating fruits, vegetables, legumes, olive oil, and fish into their daily meals. One possible reason for why this diet can be linked to the increased risk for ischemic heart disease is due to an adherence to traditional eating habits. What this means is that many regions in Italy have shifted away from the traditional Mediterranean diet, which has in turn increased their risk for heart disease. The second connection is that the risk factors themselves also play a significant role in the development of disease. Over the years, there has been a steady increase in smoking, physical inactivity, obesity, and high cholesterol, which are all risk factors for heart disease. Studies have also shown that omitting smoking or alcohol consumption can also reduce the risk of heart disease. The last connection is that gender and age also play a significant role. What this means is that the leading cause of death in Italy in men and women is ischemic heart disease. Similarly, other studies have shown that adherence to the Mediterranean diet, especially in the older adults, is associated with a reduced likelihood of cardiovascular related health issues. This slide just shows the causes of death in Italy in both females and males. The effects of globalization. Globalization has led to significant changes in Italy's dietary profile and has impacted the adherence to the traditional Mediterranean diet, which has led to an increase in NCDs. Recent studies have shown that there have been reductions in the supply of fruit and vegetables, even though they are an important aspect of the traditional Mediterranean diet. There are no clear explanations for why this sudden decline, but some possibilities include affordability, accessibility, and availability. Globalization has also increased the availability of processed foods that studies have proven to be a major risk factor for NCDs, such as cardiovascular disease or diabetes. Globalization also affects a country's economic and social profile, and as a result, it leads to cheaper and easily accessible foods, often being those that are processed, high in fat, and high in sugar, which also puts individuals at greater risk for heart disease. Globalization has also led to a more convenient and globalized food system where locally sourced ingredients and traditional cooking methods are no longer encouraged as much as they used to be. My suggestions from a public health nutritional perspective include that previous studies discuss how the older population has a much more difficult time adhering to traditional Mediterranean diets. Therefore, interventions should be tailored and targeted towards the aging population. In like manner, interventions should also target the social determinants of health that increase the risk of NCDs. For instance, affordability and accessibility are potential barriers that can lead to inadherence to traditional Mediterranean diets. Thus, interventions should target those social determinants, and the question should be about how we can ensure that fruits and vegetables are accessible and affordable in lower socioeconomic regions. I also believe that we have been seeing that downward trend of people no longer following the Mediterranean diet, which has led to the increase in NCDs, such as heart disease, high cholesterol, and diabetes. And I believe that the main way that Italy can combat this significant health issues is to work alongside public health professionals and Italian residents to promote healthier dietary habits while also promoting affordability, accessibility, and availability. This slide is just my references that I've used to gather all my information. And thank you so much for watching my presentation. I hope you enjoyed.